make a splash. Gloves on my hands, boots in the mud, gravel in the pan, praying for some love, searching through them tailets, every little flake, patch claims in veins, ain't no easy trick. Endless adventure follows every street, chasing golden dreams ain't always what it seems. Here refusing critics, cutting through the fluff in the world of prospecting. Gotta know your stuff.
Guess I can hop over to the right stream. Get my microphone here. What's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed. It's time for a little BSing here in the shed. What's going on? Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope you're able to get out there and enjoy the weather if it was nice. Enjoy the weather if it was crappy. Some people like crappy weather. My wife, she loves the shitty weather. I don't know why. But I guess you got to really love that kind of weather to live somewhere where you get a lot of that weather. So it works. I'm here. I'm not complaining. So there you go. I must be one of those people too. But I don't like going out in it too much. Not when it's bone chilly cold and I'm not properly dressed. That's what happened to me this weekend. After I went to the Gold Show, the video you guys saw, and, you know, my stay there was... it wasn't just a single loop. I went back around, talked to a few people. I did get a little bit more footage, but it was just mostly conversations that I was having with people. And I didn't feel any need to post those conversations because they were just private conversations, right? We weren't really talking about anything specific. But... overall, there was a lot of cool vendors there, you know, had a lot of good people there. Got recognized a couple times. That was kind of cool. But unfortunately, there was just no pay dirt. There was like 2 pay dirt sellers there, and I got one of them. The other one, I still have some from the last time I got. So, I didn't really come back with much of a haul other than I think I posted the picture of the rocks. I got a shitload of rocks. Some really nice slabs, some really nice pieces. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with a lot of them. But I'm thinking you guys might wind up seeing some of them in some pay dirt. But we'll see what happens. I definitely want to polish them up a little bit though, because they're just, the slabbed ones are just too pretty not to polish up first. I don't want them to go out rough and then just stay rough and never be appreciated for how freaking beautiful that they really are. Let's see, who do we got here tonight? We got David Danderian, what's going on? Steven Stark, how's it going? A3 Sky Warrior, what's happening? Me, Rack, what's going on? Rack. Rich McCarthy, what's going on? Rum Barbecue, what's up? Vester. Ayed Calandos, how's it going? Miss Independent, how are you? CK7129, bit cold in Florida. Yeah, is it though? I thought it was always nice in Florida. What is cold there? 65? It's a chilly 65, 70 degrees today. Get the fuck out of here. Wheeze and Teaser. Ugh. Wheeze and Geezer TV. What's happening? Those left behind. What's up? Joey Brown, how you doing? Bacchus. What's upis? All right. Good to see you guys. Good to see everybody. If I missed anybody, it's because you're not typing. Or a Miskimo, what's going on? I see you there. What's happening? Good to see you, Tony. But, yeah, good to see everybody. Not just any one of you. All of you. Anybody who isn't talking in the chat and is here, what's happening? Good to see you. Good to know you're here. How about that? Got a playlist set up there for you guys. Some prospecting tunes on my Suno channel. Bookmark that. I add I add songs to it all the time. So if you just want to like play a playlist of a bunch of the songs that I've made over the last year, that's the easiest way to do it. Just go right to the playlist, and then you can play that shit all day long. Couple good hours worth of music. Back to work. 15 inches of fresh snow. All you can haul. Snow, snow, snow. Come and get it. Bring a truck. Fresh snow. That's funny. Ma, we don't got enough snow. Go pick some up down the road. He's giving it away. That's awesome. But yeah, so after I left the Gold Show, I decided, let me go out to my spot up here. There's a little spot off Highway 2 that I like going to and digging at some, digging in, seeing if I could find a little something. And I got as far as Sultan, and I was like, I should probably stop and get gas. And I should get something to drink, because I don't want to get out there, get all tired, and not have anything to drink. That would suck. So, all right, let me grab a Gatorade. So I stopped at the little gas stop there. Got my Gatorade, got my beef jerky. And then went to fill up. And I'm filling up my gas tank. And the cold just freaking soaked in. I'm just like, oh man. Because I wasn't dressed for going out like digging. Like a dumbass, I brought my gear, but I didn't bring an extra layer. Or an extra layer underneath my pants. Or my arms. So I'm standing there and the cold is just like soaking into me. And I'm thinking, man, the place where I want to go is up in the mountain a little bit. At least a few hundred, if not, 1,000 feet higher than where I'm at right now. It's like, God damn, it's going to be cold out there. Cold, cold, cold. So I decided, nah, today's not the day. I'll wait. Maybe I'll go back again later. I was not prepared to go out in the snow because it was pretty chilly up at that elevation. Yeah, gonna do some bags? Hell yeah. Let me know. I love your bags. I can get down with that dirt. But yeah, I decided not to. What is this? Maxopotamus. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. That's awesome of you. Hell yeah. What can I do? Can I put a thumbs up on that? Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. Thank you. I was trying to figure out a way to like thumbs it up or something, but the little menu doesn't give me any positive. I can hide you or kick you or report you, but I don't want to do any of that. I just wanted to say thanks. Thanks. Here, let me do an emoji. Boom. There you go. Let's gold. Hell yeah, Lucky Strike. What's up? Midwest Gold Fever, what's going on? But yeah, so I wasn't able to get out, unfortunately. Call me a pussy, I don't give a shit. It was cold, and I don't do work. Yeah, you should get out to one. I mean, especially if you don't have a lot of equipment, they're great to go to. A lot of the vendors have like deals that you can get. Depending on what you're looking for and who's there. Dream Mat, they weren't, Prospector's Dream, they weren't there this time, which was a little bit of a surprise. Usually they come out and they got to stand with all their stuff. I think maybe they didn't do too great at the last one because maybe there wasn't too many, too much people's going through. It was kind of way the hell out. And I don't know, everybody was expecting it to snow, so that probably kept people away. But it was a lot of fun either which way, But yeah, they didn't come out, so it's still good to go to, and if there's pay dirt to be found, to grab some up. And a lot of times you'll find pay dirt from people who don't usually have like a store online. They're just a local or a club, and you can get something from them, and help support the local community while you're at it. So that's really cool. If you're into that kind of thing, supporting the community. John Feller, what's up, Feller? But it can definitely be hit or miss. Sometimes there's a lot of cool vendors there. If it's a bigger show, you'll get like Gold Bay will show up, Gold Nugget Sales will show up, various other bigger name vendors. So they'll definitely have some product. The GPAA shows, those would always draw the vendors out. The big GPAA sponsored shows. But ever since they stopped doing the shows, it seems like a lot of the vendors just don't bother anymore. Or maybe they're going to different shows, or I don't know. But it's a shame because it was nice to have that GPAA sponsored show, because it would usually be at like the fair, like the state fairgrounds. And it would be a nice big event. Centralized so that more people wind up showing up. But COVID kind of killed that, and they never brought it back. They kind of use that, I think, as a cop-out, and they're just like, we'll just let the local chapters take care of that. It's like, oh man, well, the local chapters don't have the kind of pull with the advertisement and stuff. I don't know. They just handed it off, and it doesn't seem like they did a really good job at that. So the shows, at least here in Washington, just died. There's still a couple shows that go on, but they're kind of more remote. Is it worth it to join the... I'll say is it is highly dependent on if you're willing to travel and or if they have a lot of claims in your local traveling area, right? So if they don't have a lot of claims available in your area, then no, it's not worth joining, because what's the point? If you have to travel hella far to go to a claim, just to not get any gold anyways, what's the point of that? So it's better to join a local group that has claims in your local area so that you can get access to something more frequently. But there are some places that are high GPAA cluster claims, like in California, some in Arizona, in Oregon, southern Washington, Oregon area, eastern Oregon, and then, spottily throughout the rest of the country. But if you're outside of those areas, or you're just in an area that doesn't have any gold and you're not really looking to travel a lot, it's completely worthless to join the GPAA for that person. Because you don't get anything from them. You get a bunch of access to claims that you're not going to go to, that are too far away. If you're willing to travel, then it's more worth it for sure. But if you're willing to travel, I'd say you're better off joining the LDMA because they have nice big areas, big camps, campgrounds that you can go to and kind of base yourself from. The GPAA is just random claims that aren't really maintained by anybody. So you're spending a lot for access to kind of a question mark. Versus the LDMA where you're going to spend more, but you're going to get access to an actual, a functional claim mine or a campground. And then they have events that you can partake in with the LDMA as well. So a lot of people just get the lifetime membership for that. And then you can make like a travel event of going around to the different places. I hope nobody's losing connection. Well, shit, man. I can't. I'm on wire, man. There ain't shit I can do. Sorry. Here, maybe, let's see. Maybe I can turn off the other camera as well. There we go. You turn off the other cameras while I'm not using them. That way it doesn't take up streaming. But I would definitely say find out who your closest prospecting club is and join them. Because they're going to have the most claims in your local area that you can actually drive to without driving too far. You know. Yeah, I'm sorry if it's buffering. There's really nothing I can do further on my part here. I'm on the wire, and I've turned off the extra cameras. So, but yeah, local clubs. That's your way to go. I don't go out to a lot of the claims, but every year I renew with at least one of the local clubs so that if I do get a hair up my ass to go out there, I have somewhere I can go. So that's the main part for me, is just to be able to have somewhere to go at a drop of a notice without having to make a big plan. So that's what you're really after at the end of the day. So the GPAA may be that for you, depending on exactly where you're at. You know what I mean? But speaking of gold and joining clubs and whatnot, let's take a look at what the gold price is going for today. Holy smokes. All right. So it looks like we're at a peak. Well, we're at a high number. We'll just say that. 5,000. Where'd it go? 170. Did it just go down? Damn, that was crazy. Oh, here we go. $5,181.30 per troy ounce. And that's what we're looking at. Gold looking like a today. So how about that? Not bad. If you got it, hold on to it because the ride isn't over. It never seems to be until it is. But if you keep holding anyways, you know what they say? Diamond hands. Diamond hands never lose. So you hold on, and eventually the clock comes around. I'm diamond hands as hell with my beanie babies. I'm telling you, those things are coming back around, and then when they do, bam! Gold mine. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But what's almost as good as beanie babies is gold and silver. So if you've got that, hold on to that too, and you're going to be doing all right. No, the under the bench cam is off. The crotch cam, that one's off right now. It's just me out here. And I'm not on that streaming service right now. But Yeah, there you go. So, like I say, get that gold. If you can't get into the Beanie Babies, you missed that train, that's okay. Get some gold. You get on something, right? Right? All right, cool. As long as you guys can hear me in my senseless rantings, then that's what really all that matters. That's the only thing that really matters, right? But yeah, if you guys know of any good clubs, I'd love to make a list to post on my, and I've said this before about other things, but y'all never send me shit. So I'll say this one again. If you know some good clubs that have websites that people can go to get more information on, send it to me, and I will try to make a point of making a page on backyardprospecting.com about those clubs so that everybody can see them and go there and be like, oh, this is a club in my area. Let me go get more information. So let me know. Send me information so I can share the information, because if it's not shared and if somebody has to go digging for it, they may never find it. It's just like gold, right? If somebody tells you dig right there and you find gold, you know, fuck yeah, right? But if you're just like, I don't know, I'll dig right here, there ain't no gold there, and you're thinking, oh, there ain't no gold here, because you didn't find any, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So help everybody know what the fuck they're doing. Share the good information that, you know, you're not saying here's my spot, but you're sharing community, and that's what this community is about, sharing community. So let me know. Send me emails with all the clubs that either you guys are members of or you know about in your area that have good claim access, you know, that, or at least a good basis, so that you know, a lot of times you go to a club so you can park your car somewhere, right? You're like, I'm gonna park here, I'll camp from here, and then I'll check out the river, right? So even, you know, that, either way, it's a good way to grow the community. And that's what's really an important part, you know? Getting the next generation of prospectors together and finding each other somewhere here online, you know, is easy enough, but you got to bridge that gap and find people to dig with too, you know? That's how you find the good spots. They show you where they're at. You get their trust. You're like, hey, old timer, where's the good spot? Awesome. And then when it's your turn, you can show the next generation where the good stuff is. You just keep doing that. Keep doing that. And then that way this hobby doesn't get lost to time. You know, a lot of people, you tell them you're going to go prospecting, they look at you like, what? Prospecting? You a recruiter or something? Gold prospecting, man. They just don't get it. Woo! 70 ounces of silver? I wish, dude. That's a good haul right there. That's a good bucket. I got maybe a half an ounce between... Okay, maybe... I don't got enough to even really be worth saying how much I got. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like I said, where I'm at, GPAA sucks. There ain't nothing. Go past. They used to have one claim up north, and I think they lost access to it, or it just went away. But even that claim was super sketchy to get into. I almost died. You know, I almost fell down and slid down the cliff. I'm over exaggerating when I say I almost died, but yeah, I think you know which one I'm talking about. Money Creek. That that one was sketchy as hell, man. Like getting in there, I like slid down like part way, and I'm just looking at my kid, and he's like, "What do I do?" And I'm like, I don't know. There's not really much you can, because it was super slow motion. It wasn't like I like, ah! But it was like my legs were already gone, but I was able to stop myself. Just like, I don't know. There's really not much you can do. Just stay right there and let me figure this out. You know, and I kind of shuffled myself back up. But it was scary for a moment, man. I was a little terrified for a moment. He was scared because he's like, "Fuck, Dad dies out here. I got to drive back home." He didn't drive yet, so that wouldn't have been good. So, but yeah, super sketchy. Yeah, first time going out there, I was expecting it to be a little bit more obvious where I was supposed to be going, I guess. Maybe I was completely off the mark entirely, but the only spot that seemed logical to be able to get in, once I finally found it, yeah, there you go. But other than that, the whole way is just cliff. The whole way. And then where it looks like it's not cliff and it's like all growth, well, that's just growth that grew over the cliff. And you go too close. You're a dumbass like me. You go too close, you just fall right through, and you're just like, that's no good. Yeah, it was funny though. It's funny. I mean, it wasn't funny at the time, but it's funny looking back on it. Yeah. Just the whole interaction between me and my son, like, what do I do? And I don't know. Like, if I go, I'm only gonna go like 5 or 6 feet, so I'll probably be okay. I'd like to not fall though. Yeah, that's what I found. They're just never what they seem to be. So I didn't renew after that. If I lived in southern Washington, it'd probably be I'd have a different story because it seems like they had a lot more claims available to them down there, and definitely once you go over into Oregon. But I don't always want to make a long trip. You know, I don't want to always drive 6 hours to get to and from digging holes, especially the drive back. Like after a day of digging holes, man, I give it my all. And I don't got a big bucket to dig from here, but when I give it, I pour my all in. And so I'm tired at the end of that day, and I don't want to drive another, however far home. I just want to lie down. I want to collapse. And if I'm like super far from home, then I got to crash somewhere. And then if I crash somewhere, I'm not going to want to get up the next day because I'll be sore. I need to go get a chiropractor and a massage and a foot rub. And that adds up. I don't find that much gold to make all of these extra costs, balance out. So oh, I'm sure their Kelly claims are just picked clean, man. But again, a lot of the times you just look at the claim as somewhere that you can kind of start your journey from. You can home base from there. You have somewhere that you can be, and nobody can tell you you're not supposed to be here. And you can just kind of work down the river a little bit, find a place up the way. Hopefully, it's not claimed, that you can just kind of play around in for the day. If Dad dies, I gotta drive home. Yeah, right. Well, somebody's gonna have to get the element home. But yeah. But this year, I always say it every year, but this year I mean it. I'm gonna get out to the claims more. I have my membership for the Bedrock prospectors, and they got probably the most claims in this area, to get access to. So I'm gonna check out those. I'm gonna find some gold. I'm gonna have a vial specifically just gold that I find out in the rivers this year. Oh man, they got you to buy one? I'm amazed they still peddle those things. I bought one for decoration. I don't think I've used it though. I'm not even sure where it's at. I have a mini, and I could have swore I bought a full size maybe a year ago at the gold show, because whenever I go to the gold show, I just feel like I have to buy something, right? Yeah, Bedrock are good. Good people. They got some good stuff. That's where I got my sleuth set up from back in the day. I got it when they still had it on a bucket. And then I modified it into what I've got. You know, it's worked out pretty well. But yeah, good peeps. I always try to renew with them. Usually the only time I ever see them or interact with them is when I renew at the gold show. And then I never bother to get out to any of the claims that year. This year I'm getting out there. This year I'm going to make use of my memberships. Maybe I'll actually make it out to a couple of the meetings. Christmas dinner. That'll be the one. Finally, I show up the one time a year, Christmas dinner. Nice. Yeah, that'd be a good use for it. If you get the really big one, the production one they have, just fill it up with candy. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Roaring Camp? No Roaring Camp this year. I've gone there twice, and I feel like if I'm going to make a trip to somewhere, it needs to be somewhere new. You know, I want to get new content. I want to meet new people. I want to go new places. So, yeah, if you guys know any gold camps, let me know. Send that to me in the email as well. Dig Daddy at Backyard Prospecting. That way I can go check out some gold camps and maybe start making some plans to go places. And if I wind up going somewhere nearby where you're at, and you recommended it, you know, I'd love to meet up there. You know, if they have a day trip or something, you want to go up and let me know and hang out. You know, maybe if it's a friendly state, you can bring me some herb. That way I don't have to track it down in your state where I don't know where anything's at. And if it's a non-friendly state, even better, bring me some herb, because then I can't even buy it at a store. Yeah, the culverts, it's not a bad idea. It's up there. It's all more about just, you know, being able to get access to the space and having somewhere you can park and get into there. You know, otherwise you got to hike it up, and I don't like hiking. I'm lazy. Yeah, I got a Spanish moon that I started a couple days back, or maybe a week ago. And then the main plant is looking good. And then the second plant is spread it out, and it should be going to flower here like now. But lung burn here. But yeah, let me know any camps, gold camps. We'll get in on that. I know I told people, you know, tell me, you know, gold claims or places you want to take me. But, you know, somebody had mentioned that that's probably not the smartest idea to just go randomly into the woods with strangers. I know a stranger's just a friend you haven't made yet, but some strangers are nut jobs. So, no offense to any of you Normans, but I'm probably not just going to meet up with any randos. So I think the gold camp is a nice neutral space to meet people and give me a place to operate, you know, because I gotta find some gold. The whole point of going on a gold trip is to find some gold, right? Only if they have the candy. Got to have that candy. All right, so speaking of that candy, let's hop over to the bench here and fire up the sluice. Oops, loosen time. Slide this guy over this way. There we go. Let me zoom out a little bit, you know. Maybe all up in your onion. There we go. Just saying, there's cuckoo birds out there, and I'm not looking to have to deal with that. Yes, good call with the gall. There's a gall page for you right there. Leave your comment on the page that I'm about to pin. Replacing that pin message. Boom, there it is. So, leave your comment on the comment page if you want to get entered in for tonight's Gold Patered giveaway. Because that's how you win. That's how you get all up in it. Get all up in it, you know what I'm saying? You know, in Alaska, gold camps is good too, because I have been given the green light to go do some Alaska trips. As it turns out, the wifey's going to Hawaii. So that means Dig Daddy gets to go digging. And so I'm thinking a little Alaska something might be in my nearby future. The season may be looking forward. See, the problem though with Alaska is getting there is easy, and it's actually pretty cheap to get there. But like once you get to Anchorage, you need a vehicle or a way to get to wherever it is that you're going, like 500-600 miles away. Alaska is a big freaking place, right? There's a lot of space there. You know, so you can't just say, oh, I'm going to Alaska and be like, okay, where? Because Alaska is basically its own damn country. But I would probably go into Anchorage. And then, yeah, maybe go down. I would have to fly out, I guess. I don't think there's a road that would get me to Chicken, is there? And I mean, is that really feasible to think I'm going to drive from Anchorage to Chicken? And I don't want to go there just to go to, like, the Gold Daughter's little tanning station. That's not worthy of a trip to Alaska for. You know? Could go to some gold museums in Anchorage, but I think I'd get bored of that. Holy shit, man. You know, the mini shovel, though it is funny, it is extremely functional in this small space because it is a good way to measure out a safe amount of dirt to run down the sluice at any given scoop. So you're not overloading it. There. Yeah, see, I can't live that remote. That's just too far out, you know? I like selective isolation. I like to be able to not be isolated at a moment's notice. You know, like if I were to have like a heart attack or something, I'd like to be as close to a hospital as possible. I think I have them on my website, backyardprospecting.com. Here, you know what? I got a button. Check this out. Bam! Yeah, it's hard to get dirt from them. They're always out. They sell out like super fast. But it's always really good dirt. Oh, yeah. But yeah, you have your own place, man. Jealous of that. Oh shit, I never started the music, did I? My bad. I needed some music to bump in the car, but I've got a huge ego, so it still had to be about me. I love that I'm able to make my own soundtrack that I can just listen to as I make my way through life. Are they not going to be selling anymore? Is that what I'm gleaning from what people are saying here? Gotta get a better mister, man. This thing's bullshit. I hope we'll get a revise of the pocket sluice. It's well overdue. I mean, I'd love to come out there for, you know. I don't know how I feel about riding like a little plane out to them, because that's the only way to get there, right? I don't want to fucking... That shit terrifies me. Like, I'm okay with the big planes, like... But the little ones, like with propellers and shit, those make me nervous. Oh, you can? Like, is that like not smart of me to do? Damn, north of Nome? Let us obtain our shining. Give that gold a moment to settle. Because you know how gold is. It likes to rustle around a little bit. Yeah. The daddy. I'm Dig Daddy, go digger, master of the shovel. Bass in my blood while I'm coming through the rubble. I'm the real thug, got me laughing at the trouble. I'm Dig Daddy, go digger, master of the shovel. No fear, double than double, cause the deeper I go. More glitters in the tunnel. Small little sparkle thingy thing. Alright. There you go, baby. Look at that flower in there. You guys didn't see that? A whole bunch of... floating. Down. Down. Alright. I want to get this snuffered up before more of it tries to float away. And then we're going to repan down here and make sure we didn't lose anything. It's got water in it. Yep, it's always trying to float away. Alright, let's get these fines. Fine gold. Yeah, I only got the one bag. I only got the one from Elk Creek. Or Eagle Creek. Elk Creek. Oh, it was Eagle Creek. Oh shit, yeah, a whole bunch of flowers still fluttering behind. Get back up there. Damn! Baby shinies. There we go. Let's cook this up. Yeah, this makes it watch. Hell yeah. You can send me dirt anytime. Alright. Let's come back over to the main camera while that cools down. Oh. Chill this music out. We're winding down here. Oh, hell yeah. Good call, Weezen. Hell yeah. A little bit foggy in here, right? I don't know what happened. I think I might have blew a fuse. But the dirt I was running tonight is just a scoop of dirt out of the bucket outside. Mostly made up of my own tailings and stuff. From the river, and then tailings from pay dirt reviews. I've run out of my own pay dirt, so I got to get back out to the river and get some more. So I get that, and I throw some gold in it. A little something to go through. But I do need, like, just a big bucket of some dirt that has like gold in it that I can go through. That'd be awesome. Yeah, tailings do make great pay dirt. Because you know it's pay dirt, right? It's had gold in it at some point. But, all right. Well, let's hop over to the bench. Here we are. there's a drop of water. Let me put this on a metal spot so it doesn't burn anything. There's some water that got dropped on here, so I don't want to weigh anything out with it. With it wet, you know? Then it'll throw it off and it'll be a pain in the ass to pour out. That. I'm not even going to chance if this is warm or not. Ready? All right, let's see what we got. A couple more flakes in there. .068. All right. .072. Even nicer. I could, yeah. I mean, if we want to just plain unsearched with no extra gold in it, that'd be the easiest even. That would be even probably cheapest. Now I'll have to go and get some for that to happen though. So hopefully in the next couple weeks it doesn't snow and it warms up just a little bit before it freezes, or I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen this year. This year's been all weird. I don't know if we're gonna get snow or not gonna get snow. It keeps playing like we're going to, but then it doesn't happen. It's toying with my emotions. But I should know by now not to expect to go digging until at least March. I'm just getting antsy, I guess. So, all right. Today's, oh, fuck, you guys aren't even looking at me. Today's date with the gentleman's sloppy second. Now I gotta find my silver Sharpie so that I can write on the black part of the bag. All right, what did we decide? Now it's 0.79. I think it's been rising, but I think we're going to go with 0.72. 0.72. Oh, 72. God damn. That would have been like... Imagine that. We just found 1/4 of a gram. But we didn't. We found 1/4 of a 1/10 of a gram. So there you go. Boom. Now I do still have some dry tailings here. Actually, I lied a little bit. I do have a little bit of my unsearched from my honey hole, but it's not enough. It's not enough to really make a full bag of pay dirt out of, you know. This is it. This is the last of it, which, ironically enough, is probably going to be the best part of it. So whoever gets this bag may actually get some additional gold from the bottom of this bucket, because that's what we're going to start off. So tonight's sloppy seconds isn't all that seconds. The dirt itself is going to be some virgin dirt. Untouched. 0.072 grams of gold added to it. There may be more. You never know. Last couple weeks I've been tossing a mini shovel. I will do that again this week. So the micro mini pay dirt shovel. I don't want to go down there to get that, so let's just grab another one. So, lucky winner gets all that, gets a little itty bitty shovel. And some dirt. Sillily small amount of dirt. So I'm gonna I got another little stash of dirt over here. Scrape the bottom of that. All right, that's all you get, fucking heathens. So, got a bag of dirt. There's a spoon in there, a shovel spoon, some gold, and maybe some more gold. So we're gonna seal that up right there. Seal it up live on television or mobile phone or computer, wherever you're streaming to. It's live. All right. We're going to seal that up. Untamperable, because I sealed it like 5 times. All right, if it does, it's done. Put this away. Now, if you want your chance to win this little bag of dirt, make sure you leave a comment on the comment video that's pinned to the top of the chat here, because that's how you get entered to win this little bag of dirt. If you've been here before, you already know, but if you don't know, now you know. And welcome to the stream. So, if you are new here, I do want to thank you for joining us. That's awesome that you found me here, and I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you had a good time hanging out. We do this every Monday, so don't miss out. Make sure to set that reminder, hit the little notification bell. If you're not a subscriber and somehow you're still here wondering what the hell's going on, well, shit, stick around. You might win something too. Just make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, do all the stuff that you're supposed to do with the YouTube stuff. Buy my swag. That's right. You can buy cool shirts like this one that I'm wearing right now. Not the blue shirt. You got to buy that at freaking Ross or something. But like, you can get this one here at my swag shop. So go check that out. Link in the chat. Backyard Prospecting Shop. Also link in the chat. And if you want to support the channel, you can do that through a membership here on YouTube. Easy enough. Click the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat. Or go hit me up on Patreon. You can become a supporting member here by doing that. And there you go. And then I will say thank you, thank you, thank you, and enter you into a contest to win some dirt. Similar to this one, but better. Every month. All right. Now, speaking of giving stuff away, let's do that. Yeah, blame YouTube, man. I can't do anything. I see me. I'm on the wire. I don't know that there's anything else I can do, you know? That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it when I see people finding other people, other creators, other community members here. Awesome. Just love it. All right. I apologize. The video's effing up. Nothing I can do about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the All Watch page. Remember, gold. It's going for a lot. Don't miss your chance to get it before it's gone. It's probably not going to be gone anytime soon, so don't worry about that. But it'll just get more and more expensive, and it'll make more sense to go find it out at the river. So make sure you get yourself a cool, good pan, like the XP pan from XP Prospecting Metal Detector guys. They make a pretty damn good pan. A little expensive, but it is probably the best overall pan that you can get. We have storms out here in Washington. We got some super bad windstorms, or where I'm at anyways. The wind is all crazy. And I think it's maybe residuals off of that. I don't know. But either which way, we've babbled on long enough. Let's find that GAW page right there. There it is, a swirly 2 GAW page. We got 39 comments. We got 48 people here. So I'll give it another minute to let the last few people get themselves in it. And we'll rerun the page here to get... Got 40 comments. There's more comments coming in, so I'll give you guys a little bit more. All right, thank you. Welcome to the membership of the channel, and I appreciate your support. I don't know. Are there any gold camps that are in Montana? If so, give me some information on them, and maybe I will be. Or are there any prospecting events going on, like like a major event where there's going to be a lot of like people congregating or something going on, like a fest? Let me know. All right. We're going to renew the page one more time, see if we got any stragglers. We did not. We got 40 comments. Let's pick a person. All right. And let's get rid of this thing. Boom. Philip Smith, give me the gold. All right. Good shit, Philip. Congratulations. There you are right there. Boom. I see a blue name, and I know you're a patron, so I know I got your information. Good stuff. 54 people here. So what happened? Did people like just show up for the last couple minutes when the prize comes around and they're like, "Oh, I got to get the free shit." Well, you missed. You missed. It's too late. Philip's our winner. Congratulations. So, all right. I got your info. If it isn't up to date on Patreon, shoot me a message, let me know, and or just get it updated there before I get to it. But yeah, as always, everybody, I had a great time hanging out with y'all. I hope if you do get out to the rivers, you're safe out there, and heavy pans out to you. If it's too cold still, well, go pick up some pay dirt and enjoy the warmth of panning it home. Or pick yourself up one of these little toolbox sluices to help go through those concentrates you've been stockpiling all summer. Either which way, I hope you find great amounts of gold. And until next time, till we see each other again next week, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the river, I will catch you in the backyard. Peace.